Hey, what's up everybody? Jeremy here, and in this video I'm going to show you how to create one of my favorites, which is called, what do I call this? Mini Pita Pizza Snacks. 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 Really tasty, nice little treat. You can even eat it as a meal if you really wanted to. But what we're going to have in here, just a few things. Most important piece is Joseph's Mini Pita Snacks. Just take the word pizza. So for each of these, 5 pitas is 1 serving, and 1 serving is 80 calories, has 6 protein, 11 grams carbohydrates, and 2.5 grams fat, which is really awesome. All right. Other thing I'm going to have in here is fat-free cheese by Kraft. Protein, I'm going to have deli fresh oven roasted turkey breast by Oscar Mayer. And you can choose whatever protein you like. I'm going to have some marinara sauce, Ragu, and I have some green onions, which I'm really only going to use one of these. All right. Beyond that, I have a pan which I'm going to put into oven, and I covered it in foil. Got that going on. I have a scale, nutritional scale. I'm going to weigh everything for you today. Cutting board, some things to help measure, and some cutting stuff. Let's get to it. So first things first, what I'm going to do is actually see how many mini pita snacks actually fit on this pan. All right, that's what I'm going to do first. And what I'm going to do, just to make sure, just because it says there's a serving is 80 calories, just based on the weight, 37 grams, all right? 37 grams is a serving, so I'm just going to weigh how many grams 5 of these are in reality, just so you know. So I'm going to put this in here. I'm going to set it to 0. I'm going to put 5 in. See what it's like. 53 grams. Wait, hold on a second. Did it 0 out? It didn't 0 out. 0. All right. 46 grams. See, so 5 pitas is supposed to be 37 grams in here. This is actually at 45 grams. So there's a difference with that already. That can affect your measurements. So it's always great to have a scale just to understand how much how many calories, and understand how many grams of fat, carbohydrates, or proteins are in every single gram that you have in the total amount of your meal. So I'm just gonna throw in everything in here right now, just so you can see. So for the whole thing is 134 grams. I'm just gonna take a picture of this, and I'll just do all the measurements at the end. So pita is 134 grams. All right, so that's that. So for me to measure the marinara sauce, what I'm going to do is actually just weigh the whole bottle, because I kind of just scoop it up and throw it in. So I'm just going to weigh the whole thing. And then and subtract how much I use. So this is 108 grams, 808 grams right now. I'll take a picture of that, just for reference. And we'll figure out how much we use later. I totally forgot to get a spoon. I'm gonna get a spoon, guys. Oh, while we're at it, I'm gonna set up my little assistant. So in case you want to get a closer view of what I'm doing, you got that here too. Cool. So I just take the sauce, lay it on there. That's it. Pretty simple. Lay it in. So I use 808 grams. I measured this whole bottle at 808 grams. So I'm just going to subtract how much I use as a total. And then what I'm going to do is that we measured at 808 grams. Let's see how much it measures out now. 694 grams. Alright, so you got that difference. So the cheese, I start with 230 grams. Alright, so went down to 196 grams. Cool, picture taken. Alright, next part, green onions. Well, actually, let's go with the turkey. So for the turkey, I just grab it and just decide how much you want to use. Throw this on here, throw it out, throw some turkey on there. That's good. Yeah, there we go. Make it happen, guys. Making it happen. So for the green onions, I'm just gonna use scissors. Make it easy. Zero that out. Scissors this down. Last part that we do. Pepper time. Make this happen. There. Yay! Alright, cool. Preparation is done. Now you just put this in the oven, set it to 400 degrees, put it in for 8 to 10 minutes, and we'll see how it comes out. Alright guys, we have just taken out these mini pita pizza snacks out of the oven. And here it is at the table. So it is done. It is complete. I'm going to take a picture of it right here. Going to take a picture. Let's get creative with it. Yeah. Yeah, get in there. Yeah. Zoom in. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. From the top. From the sides. Let's do a video. Video going around. That's it. That's it. Look at that magic. Let's do another one. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. About to demolish this. Demolish this. But before we do that, let's look into the calories, the macros, the final calculations of everything I did. Weighed everything. Finally did the calculations. And I'm going to show this to you right now. I'm going to show you what I did. Alright, so now let's dive into the actual composition of the mini pita pizza snacks. So what I did here was I looked into every single ingredient that I used and defined what the serving is. So per serving, a serving based on the turkey right here, a serving weighs 56 grams, and in that 56 grams there's 50 calories, 1 gram of fat, 2 grams of carbs, and 9 grams of proteins. And I jotted every single item down based on a nutritional label. Only item that didn't have a nutritional label were the green onions, so I just looked up online, identified what the grams for a serving is, and defined the other pieces of information there. So on the actual right, this box here is what I actually weighed each ingredient as used. So we got 34 grams turkey, 34 grams cheese, 114 grams marinara, 134 grams of pita bread, and that's 15 pieces of bread, and 1 gram. Well, it didn't even measure, but I just rounded up to have 1 gram of green onions. Doesn't make too much of a difference here anyway. It's much more flavor. So the biggest discrepancy that you already see here would probably be the pita bread. Because basically, if you look at the nutritional label, a serving size, if you look at it without the weight, is 5 pitas. And 5 pitas would be, and then just based on your mind, 5 pitas would equal 80 calories. Well, the thing is, what we didn't do, I measured 15. So what I'm going to do here is multiply 37 grams, because that's 5 pitas, by 3. So I'm going to take this, multiply it by 3, and you get 111 grams. But the measurement I had was actually 134. So of course, every single pita is going to weigh differently, but that's the whole point. There's a discrepancy here. If you want to get exact, and like, depending on what it is, too. Like, one huge calorie consuming item would be peanut butter, right? A tablespoon of peanut butter could be very different when weighed versus what you measure in volume. So volume versus actual weight can be very different. So the actual, so if we did 134 versus 111, right? So I'm just going to divide 134 by 3. So I measured 44 grams versus 37 grams for a set of 5. So that's the kind of serving that I got. And if I want to look at that measurement versus calories, what I would do was just take this. I'm going to just do equal calories divided by serving grams multiplied by actual grams or actual grams. So that actually was 96 calories based on the pita bread that I have. 5 pita breads. All right, so that's the general information. So yeah, back to this. How I measured the actual fats, basically did the same thing. Took fats divided by the grams per serving and multiplied it by the actual grams measured. And did the same thing for carbs and proteins. For the calories, I didn't use that method. I actually decided to multiply fats by 9 because every single gram of fat is 9 calories. Every single carb is 4 calories. Every single gram of protein is 4 calories. So I just multiplied those 3 together, or multiplied those 3 items and added them together to get the calories here, just to be absolutely correct based on the measurements versus trying to go off of this. And yeah, that's how I kind of worked it in. Grabbed everything here, got to find the totals of what my meal actually is, or this item is. So 473 calories, 11 grams of fat, 54 grams of carbs, and 40 grams of protein. And if you want to look at an estimate by pita, 31 calories, 0.7 fats, 3.63 carbs, 2.66 protein. So that's how I was able to work it out. That's how I'm able to identify exactly what's going into my body. Of course, the big item would be the pita bread. It has most calories, most fats, most carbs, and also the most proteins. So if you want to kind of adjust based on what you want to do here, if you want to add more protein, maybe just start throwing in more proteins through the turkey or whatever protein source you choose. But that's how I kind of got to where I wanted to with this, and that's how I can plan my day based on a 1,500 calorie budget. That's how I work it. And then, of course, I have a budget based on fats, carbs, and proteins I want to put in my body as well. So if you have any questions on this, guys, let me know. But that's how I get into the details of understanding what's going into my body and how I understand how to achieve my goals. It's based on data. I mean, I don't go through this kind of exercise every single time. I might go through it once, get a general understanding so I can, based on what I know, I can reach this goal anyway without having to go into this detail, because it takes time to go into this kind of detail. But when you do go into this kind of detail, you develop that sensitivity and understand what's going into your body just by looking at it. All right, so that's how I kind of developed the sensitivity. If you have any questions, please let me know. But that's it, guys. Those are your mini pita snacks.